What if a man's violent actions could be justified if they were in pursuit of a moral cause? Would that make him a hero or a villain? This question is at the heart of the life of John Brown, a figure shrouded in controversy and complexity. This is the paradox of John Brown, a man whose life we're about to explore. Born in 1800, John Brown was a man shaped by his devoutly religious upbringing. Growing up in a family that considered slavery a sin, Brown's moral compass was firmly set against the institution of human bondage. He carried these convictions into adulthood, where his faith fueled his passion for the abolitionist cause. In his early life, Brown made a living as a tanner and a shepherd, but it was the call to end slavery that truly consumed him. This commitment intensified during the mid-1850s, in the bloody conflict known as Bleeding Kansas. Brown led anti-slavery fighters in several battles, cementing his reputation as a fierce abolitionist and earning him both respect and infamy. His actions during this time were a harbinger of the radical steps he would later take. Driven by a righteous fury, Brown would not stop at mere protest or political action. These experiences would culminate in a fateful decision that would change the course of American history. In 1859, Brown led a daring raid on the federal arsenal at Harpers Ferry. With a small group of 21 men, he aimed to seize the arsenal's weapons and incite a widespread slave rebellion. They managed to take the arsenal, but the anticipated uprising of enslaved people did not materialize. The local militia and U.S. Marines, led by Colonel Robert E. Lee, quickly surrounded them. After a two-day standoff, the raiders were captured, and Brown was seriously wounded. In the immediate aftermath, the nation was polarized. To some, Brown was a hero, fighting for the rights of the enslaved. To others, he was a dangerous radical, stoking the fires of insurrection. Brown was quickly tried and sentenced to hang for treason, murder, and inciting a slave insurrection. His last words before his execution, a prophetic warning that the crimes of a guilty land would never be purged away but with blood. Though his raid failed, Brown's actions would reverberate far beyond the confines of Harpers Ferry. John Brown was hanged for his actions, but his legacy lived on. His raid on Harpers Ferry, though unsuccessful, sent shockwaves throughout the nation. Many believe it was a catalyst for the American Civil War, bringing the issue of slavery to the forefront of national consciousness. Historians continue to debate Brown's legacy. To some, he was a martyr who died for the righteous cause of ending slavery. His willingness to give up his life ignited a spark in the hearts of others, inspiring countless abolitionists to continue the fight against the horrid institution of slavery. Yet to others, Brown was a terrorist who believed in achieving his goals through violence and bloodshed. His use of force, they argue, only escalated tensions and led to unnecessary loss of life. His radical actions, while aimed at a noble cause, are seen by some as a dangerous precedent. But the story of John Brown doesn't end in the 19th century. His spirit of resistance and his unwavering commitment to equality echo in the modern social justice movements of today. His belief that every individual, regardless of their race, deserved freedom and dignity is a principle that continues to inspire activists around the world. John Brown's legacy is complex and multifaceted. It's a story of courage and conviction, of extremism and sacrifice. It's a testament to the power of an individual to stir the conscience of a nation, even when it comes at a great personal cost. So we return to our initial question: John Brown, hero or villain? Perhaps, as with many figures in history, the answer lies somewhere in between.